It was a manic Monday for Wall Street after President Trump threatened to crank his tariffs higher. U.S. stocks tumbled for the third straight day after dropping over 1,600 Thursday and 2,000 Friday. The Dow ended down today 349 points.
This is a shock that markets haven't really dealt with before.
We've been ripped off and taken advantage of by many countries over the years, and can't do it anymore.
Investment bank Goldman Sachs issued a new forecast saying a recession has become more likely even if President Trump reverses course. So if you are an investor, what do you do?
Ross Guidotti talked about that with an expert and with Pennsylvania Senator Dave McCormick.
Senator Dave McCormick spent part of the morning touring a Mon Valley battery production facility. EOS Energy is an example of a company McCormick thinks President Trump's tariffs will eventually help strengthen.
The essence of the tariffs, which is to try to bring fairness, makes sense, and now they've got to be executed in a way that's ultimately going to be good for Pennsylvania, good for the country.
After the tour, the junior senator from Pennsylvania also talked about the historic volatility in the stock market. McCormick says, take a breath.
I'm very conscious of it. I'm very worried about it. I'm watching to see what these tariffs do, not just to markets, but to businesses in Pennsylvania. But I'd say let's give it a little time.
The same message from Michael Godwin, Chief Investment Officer at Fragrasso Financial Advisors. If you're a young investor, Godwin says,
the best time to invest as a young person is right now. This stock market correction right now, we've had 20% or so. It's an opportune time to invest as a longer-term investor.
Now, what about folks who are ready to enjoy their golden years and are worried they won't be terribly golden if the markets tank?
In every correction we've had, the market has always recovered.
But Godwin also points out,
but as you're closer to retirement or even in retirement, I hope that you are diversified.
Godwin says the bond market is up and international stocks are flat. Make sure you have some investments that aren't necessarily tied to the U.S. stock market completely. And as for when the stock market roller coaster will eventually pull into station,
we're likely to see a bump in the stock market here. I do think that their cooler heads will end up prevailing. As tariff news gets better, you're going to start to see a reprieve in the equity markets.
Downtown, Ross Guidotti, KDKA-TV News.